Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to teach you how to get your Sprite to change costumes, which will make him look, or her, like they're moving. So right here I have the bat selected. And to check out to see if the bat has more than one costume, we can click right here on costumes and take a look. And we can see that the bat here has several costumes. So in order to make the bat look like it's flying, we're going to switch from A to B like this. And you can see the motion is going to look like it's flying. So notice this one's called Bat A and Bat B. So I'm going to go to code, and here's how we're going to do it. We're going to start out with our events when a green flag is clicked. And then we're going to go to looks, which is where the costume code is. And right here it says switch to costume Bat C. Now, don't worry if it says Bat C because you have the option to switch. So I'm going to put that one right there. Switch costume to Bat A. Okay. Then I am going to bring out a control. Wait 1 second. And then I'm going to bring out another costume change to B. Okay. So it's going to go A, wait, B. And now if I want it to go back to A, I have to add another time thing here. I need to add some more time. So I'm going to go to controls again, and I'm going to bring that wait button out. So let's see if it worked. Okay. Now, a couple things. He only did it once, and it doesn't really look like it's flying if it only does it once. So there's a special block here. Now, there's two blocks that we can use under the control. We have repeat 10 times, or repeat as many times as you type into this box, or we can have them do it forever until we hit the stop sign to make it stop. So I'm going to bring over the forever one, and I'm going to put this whole code into the forever block. And what that's going to do is it's going to repeat this over and over. So it's going to complete this code, and then it's going to go back to the top, complete the code, go back to the top, and keep doing it over and over. So let's take a look at that now. And that's going to continue to do that. Now, the bat looks like he's going to fall out of the sky if he flaps his wings that slowly. So what I'm going to do here is we can adjust the seconds here. So if it's on 1 second, a half a second would be 0.5. Now make sure you put that decimal in, 0.5 or 5/10 of a second. And you can already see that he's moving faster. If I want a quarter of a second, 0.25. 25 hundredths of a second. And now he's flapping pretty good. He's doing a pretty good job flapping. So this code block will allow your Sprite to keep doing that. If you don't want it to be forever, then try the repeat. Put the repeat in, put it in for 10, hit the green flag, and he's only going to do that 10 times now. And then he's going to stop. Now, if you have a more complex Sprite, like this bear walking, okay, this bear, when we look at the costume of this bear, look at how many costumes this bear has. Okay, so A, B, C, D, E, F. So each one of those, G, even H, okay? So what we're going to do is this. We're going to get a little more complicated. We're going to go back to code. We're going to bring out a green flag. We're going to go to looks, and we're going to look for that switch costume. And we're going to start with A. Then we're going to go to events. Go to controls. Wait 1 second. We're going to change that to 0.25 because that seems to be a good number. I'm going to duplicate these and switch to B. Duplicate. Now notice I'm right clicking in order to duplicate. So I'm right clicking. I'm hitting duplicate, and that gives me another, so I don't have to keep dragging it out. And all I'm doing each time is changing A, B, C, D. Let's duplicate, bring it down. E, duplicate. F, duplicate, G, and duplicate H. Now let's see what that looks like. Okay, now remember we didn't put the forever block in, right? So let's look for that forever block, and let's see if I can take this and put it into that forever block. Look at that, the whole thing went into the forever block. And let's see it now. So he's walking in place because we have to still code his movement. So if we want that bear to walk across the screen, we have this code here to make him move across. But if we want to have him actually move, we're going to have to do another event here. So we're going to go, when a green flag is clicked, first I'm going to stop this for now. Okay, we're going to go to motion. We're going to pick a starting point for the bear. So we're going to pick right here. Okay, so that's going to be go to X minus 144, Y minus 94. That's where we're starting. Okay, then we are going to move the bear to where we want it to go, over here, and that's going to be the glide to X button. And let's make it take 5 seconds. All right, so now let's watch. Okay, now notice that his feet are still moving. So if you want, you can change this forever block, and let's do a repeat block. And let's see how many times we should make it repeat so that he stops moving when this stops moving. All right, so I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna try 3. Let's have him repeat it 3 times and see if we can time it right. Okay, so we can count up the seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. That makes 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's another second. So that's 2 seconds it should take for each one. So we're going to drop this down to 2 then. Okay, almost. Okay, so let's drop this to 4 seconds over here, and I bet you we can time it right that way. Yep, we got it. Okay, so again, 2 blocks of code at the same time. This one makes him move across the stage, and this one helps change his costume. Now, if I take this apart, he's still gonna move, but he just glides. Okay, so it's really important that we try to make it realistic by adding the changing of the costumes. Now, you can do this with any sprite by checking out and hovering your mouse over. So notice the beetle doesn't move. That means he only has 1 costume. The butterfly has several costumes. So does this butterfly. So does the cat, but not this cat. The dinosaur has several costumes. So does this one. So does the pterodactyl. So does this dinosaur. So does this one. The crab. Okay. So any of them that move when you put your mouse over it have more than 1 costume you can play around with. See, the duck only has 1. All right, so I hope this was informative and helpful, and try to start a new project where you can get your sprite to move and change costumes at the same time. All right, take care, guys.